No sound. Huh? But the music is playing, right? Yeah, it's a little low, but it's playing. All right. Um Hello everyone that is joining in right now. The setup is a little weird. It's because I want to turn this into a video. And the reason I want to turn this into a video, sorry, is because we're doing an art class today. I'm so excited. Uh I don't know if you know this about me, but when I was younger, I wanted to be an art teacher. But sadly, I don't want to I don't feel comfortable in front of students. And when I was like a teenager, kind of realized that I wasn't really comfortable in the school environment and talking to other people. So sadly, I didn't go to school to become a teacher. And then when I wanted to go to art school, I got ill. So shit happened. And you know what? This is a kind of other way to do what I wanted to do when I was young. And I'm really excited. We're gonna do something really simple today, because I wanted to start it easy, and I want to do this also a weekly thing. So like, or like once in 2 weeks. I don't know yet, but I do want to do this once every 2 weeks because I really want to do this because I feel like not a lot of people can get like free advice for art without like paying like things. If you know what I mean by that. So yeah, I'm just getting set up. We're gonna I feel like a simple little mushroom man will be fun to draw, and not like a simple mushroom, but just a little mushroom creature. This is simple, it's simple rounds. It should be it's kind of easy to draw. So we're gonna try that today. We're gonna try to draw together. If you want to draw together, that's absolutely fine. But yeah. So I will tell you step by step how to draw. A little mushroom character, because yeah, we're gonna do a nerd class. And I in the future for art classes, since I want to do this like often, well, not often, but at least like once every 2 weeks. I would like in the future to hear what you would like me to teach you to draw. And before I start, I am no way educated for this. I just want to teach others what I know personally on how to draw, and I feel like it could help people. And also, I just always wanted to teach people to draw and be able to help others to draw, like I said. So yeah. So if you want to draw with me, if you want to follow the step by step, that is fine. But also, do not worry. If you want to wait, I will post this live stream on YouTube. If you want to the step by step but slower, take your time. So you got options here. You can wait till the video is out. It should be out tonight or tomorrow. And we could also do it right now. And if you want to post online your results, I would love to see them. So, yeah. Or if you're in my Discord group, I do have a Discord server. I would also love to for you to add it on the art challenge. I think I already have a section in the Discord for art challenge, but I will also include that part. So yeah. Let's jump right in. So, little art mushroom. So I'm gonna do a quick stick sketch, very quick, about what we're gonna draw, right? I'm gonna do like a separate layer. We're gonna draw, and this is really quick, so don't follow this. I will give simpler instructions later so that you can follow along. Next time I want to be more prepared because I'm doing this a little bit on the fly. Uh, but I want to have the reference about where we're going to draw. And yes, for those who want to add color, we're also going to put color. So yeah, in the corner, that is what we're gonna draw today. A little mushroom man, a little cute mushroom man. I don't know if you can hear the excitement in my voice, but I am excited. All right, so let's start. As I said, if you want to grab a paper, grab a pencil, grab your tablet, and join in on the art, that is great. And also, if you want to post your results, once again, please tag me. I would love to see them. So, to start the mushroom man, little mushroom man. Is the music too loud? Can you hear me properly before we start? I don't want to start before being certain that the music isn't too loud and you can hear me properly. The music is alright, not too loud? Because I don't want to like edit it and realize that the music was fucking loud. Wait, I have a way to hear. I'm stupid. Hold up. Alright, okay, that's actually so it works. Yeah, I wanted it to be quiet so that my voice would be the main focus today. So, we're gonna start. Let's go. We're gonna start by circle, alright? Circle, basically, you probably heard it, a lot of artists saying this. Hi, we're doing an art class. So circle, pretty much simple. It's pretty much the like first thing that every artist learn. If you want a base, start with a circle. Circles are great. And for the body is a little squish. It's a little squish body. So what you're gonna want to do is to do a little line that follows the circle like that and make it look a little bit like a pear or a squash, a little squash. It looks weird. It looks a little bit like a tooth that is not pointy. It happens. But that is just the start, and that's alright. The start may look messy. And for the little feet, you will do 2 cylinders at the point of each little edge, like here. Not the best at explaining, but it is kind of visual, so I do hope you understand by the visuals. So yeah. Now, go on to the face. We want the face to be a little bit more squishy than the actual circle. So what you're gonna do is at the intersection of your squash and your circle, you're gonna do a little bump. A little bump to make this little cheek, because it's a little squishy mushroom. And another little bump, but smaller, to do the rest of his head, alright? I didn't know my art teacher was on TikTok. Yeah, we're doing an art class. I'm so excited. I make a comment a little less on those types of videos because I do want to do more live streams like that, since I want to post them on YouTube to let people that may not have the chance to see the stream live or want to have more time to have each step. So, moving on, from this point, the intersection of the end of your second bump and this and between the little bump and the circle on the other side, you're gonna do a little swervy line to connect those. That will be the base of the mushroom. And usually I like to add a little bit extra so that it looks like it's sat on top of his head. And for anyone that's joining, wondering what I'm drawing a little mushroom like in the corner. Next time, don't worry, I'm gonna have a full picture so that'll be like more intricate. So, next step, we want to do the base of the mushroom. It is not the top, it's under. You know, the under, it's a little weird. So, what you want to do in this case is you pick the little corner of each edge and you draw a dotted line, a little bit like tree on the side, so that it's a little distance. And you do a line from there and you connect it to the face or the back, depending on the side, honestly. Like that, and on the other side. And now you got the little edge there. Also, make sure that it makes a little sense. You can, if you want to, for it to make more sense, you can draw a dotted line to make sure that it connects to the 2 points. And also, if you're unsatisfied, like me, I'm a little unsatisfied with the lengths, you can erase and make one longer so that it looks a little bit more symmetrical. Next step is to connect with an oval, like a second half of the oval, like this. Now he got a weird hat. He got a little sailor hat. Isn't that cute? And if you want to add details under it, because a mushroom often have like little lines under their hat. I like to call them hats because it's cute. And for the top of the mushroom, you're gonna start on the edge, and honestly, you can do any types of form that you want. A mushroom has multiple size, multiple forms. You can make it as creative as you want. You can copy it exactly like I did. You can do your own little shape. The only important fact is that it connects to the both of these edges. So I'm gonna remove the art in the corner since we have our base done. And now go on to the face. We want to make little lines for the face, one connected on the half, one connected to the angle of the face. Because I think it's important to make one that's on the half of the face and then one that directs the angle. Because it kind of helps you like see where you're going with the art. And also it helps with angles in my case because I'm very bad with angles, not gonna lie. And that's how I often do it in my case. And on whenever you want in the lines, you can make the eyes very close if you want to. You can make them apart very big. You can make the eyes however you want as long as they follows the line that you've created there. You know what I like about art is that you can do in whatever you like to. And you know, the only thing important about art is the passion that you put into the art. So here we got the little eyes. Look at this little fella. Isn't he goofy? I love mushrooms, alright? I ain't gonna lie. I don't like to eat them, but I do like to draw them. And for the mouth, you can make it follow the line under it. You can make it like between the eyes if you want to. Since it's more of a chibi face, it can be between the eyes, but it also can be a little bit lower. It doesn't have to be realistic. We're doing a mushroom that has a face, so it's not realistic. So we can make a little uwu face in between the eyes, but you can also make a mouth a little bit lower, like that. You can also, if you want to, make a more anime style face, like that. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're satisfied where you're drawing. And as long as you're happy with your drawing, that is the most important part, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little uwu face because I love doing uwu faces. on my characters because I find it very cute and interesting. So now we got the base of our character. So now we're at the point where we want to add some details to our sketch before doing the colors, obviously. Obviously to myself. And the coloring, it's odd because you can do it in multiple ways. This live stream, sorry, I'm stirring a lot. In this live stream, I'm gonna do a more simplistic style. I'm gonna use the same crayon that I'm using right now. It is the mechanical pen on Clip Studio Art. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna do a very simple art style. It will be pastel. It will be cute. So that's the thing with coloring, is that so many people do it so many different ways that it's a little bit difficult to have in one pinpoint style and show it to everyone. So I'm gonna show one style today, and the next live streams that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show different ways to do art and different ways of shading, different ways of like doing contour, doing all that, and doing line art, doing without line art. Today we're doing without line art because we're doing a mushroom, and I left mushroom mustache. No, we're not gonna add a mustache. But if you want to add a mustache, you can add a mustache. I like to add little rosy cheeks in my case with the little circles in them. I do this a lot in my art. We're gonna give it a little bow. Also, for the accessories, you can also reference to your other lines you have done to help you with them. The dog of my neighbor is barking. Bark, bark. I'm gonna have to leave this in the video for the live stream. Oops. Oh, hi everyone. um, we're doing a art class today. We have done the sketch so far. We're adding details to our little mushroom. If you want to, you can do a little surrounding around the mushroom. You can add like a little shadow like this, little bit of grass. You can even add a little flower if you want to. I'm gonna add a little flower. There we go, little flower. And obviously, if you want to do not just a sketch, but also a complete drawing, it's okay if it doesn't look like that, your sketch. Sketches are made to be imperfect. Sketches are made to be a little bit, sketchy, because that's in the name. So if your drawing doesn't look like you want to, you can always try again. You can always erase and redo. Don't be so hard on yourself. This is just a class and we want to make, people happy. We just want to make art. Art isn't supposed to be perfect. Remember that. Oh, thank you for the heart me and the 5 tiny Dianies. Oh my god. Thank you. Alright, so now we're going up to the coloring because we want to color our little feller. For the coloring, my biggest advice is if you're in digital, start with the background, start with the base, like the whole base. It doesn't matter if it's not the right color. Having your whole base already covered is like very, very a good way to like have your character visualized. And also, remember to keep your background separated from the character because like that she can clip it and you can put the color over it without worrying about drawing over. And that's only in digital. Sadly, you cannot do that in art in real life, which is a little bit sad. I would love to do that in real life. So yeah, we're gonna start. Usually, oh, I'm not in the right layer. Also, watch out. Make sure you're on the right layer, not like me. Um, anyway, also make sure you want the base color that you're going to do for your character. The main color that is going to be in your drawing, because like that, it's easier to draw the other things, because otherwise you need to like draw all the others over and over again. Do you do traditional art too? Yes, I do plan to do other live stream where I teach how to do some things in traditional ways as well. Don't worry, I will do that as well. I actually want to do a lot of things with these live streams that are more like classes, because I feel like anyone can do art. It doesn't matter if you're good or not. It doesn't matter if you're like 10 or 50. You can pick up art anytime, and the like I said earlier, the most important part about art is the passion you put into it. It doesn't matter if you're good or not. It's the passion, it's the love you put into it. And if you like it, why should anyone else judge it, you know? Also, wow, 549 rows? Thank you. Holy shit. I'm sorry for swearing. I'm gonna cut that out of the video. I'm gonna bleed. That was a beautiful speech. Oh, thank you. I'm very passionate about art. So, yeah. If there's something I will defend with my whole heart is beginner artists and art as a general, because a lot of people think that art should be perfect, should be realistic, should have no difficulties, that people should just come out of like school and just be like, oh, now I can draw Mona Lisa, but it's not the way that it works. I can't believe anyone. I believe anyone can and start art too. Nice. We love that. We love someone who is open to everyone joining art. Also, art as a whole is a good way to, like, decompose from your everyday life and draw your feelings and all that. Also, you didn't see, but I did another layer, so I'm gonna do the background on another layer so that they can be separated. And in that case, it'll be easier. Also, a lot of people forget that the more you practice, the better you get. Absolutely. Don't beat yourself up because your first piece of art isn't as good as you envisioned. It's normal. It's okay. Practice is key. And practice doesn't make perfect, but it does make improvement. So here we go, drawing the flower. And now, if you're wondering why everything is all green, like the base of our little character, we wanna do all the same color so that it's easier to see where everything goes. Also, thank you, Hannah, for the rose. It's very much appreciated. Every support is very appreciated. So yeah, so now we have both of our base for the character and also the background, which is in our case just a little bit of patch of green, just a little grass, but that's okay. A background doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't mean to be very detailed. It can be simple. And if you don't want to do a background, that's fine too. Of course, thank you for being so kind. Of course. I think the world needs a little bit more kindness, and I'm here for that. So if you want to, you can lock, if you're on digital, not online, but digital, you can lock the screen and do everything in one layer, or you can do in multiple layers. You can do it however you feel comfortable. If you want to test out one way or another, that's fine as well. All we want to do is color the way we want. And this part is the fun part because, you know, in some cases it can be a little long to color and all that. But the fun with coloring is that you can literally make it like however you want. It doesn't matter if it's green, purple, red, or even orange. I don't use orange a lot in my art, but I think I'm gonna use orange for this for this little mushroom. So yeah. So we're gonna color it. By the time that for the moment that we color, I can chat with you guys and I if you want to ask some questions about, you know, some tips and art tricks, I can. I'm happy to help. And yeah, we're just gonna color this little rascal. I call it a rascal because I really like this mushroom. It's very much cute. Also, epic! You're spoiling me. 175 rows? Thank you. A lot. It's very much appreciated. So, here we go. Also, I feel like there's different ways of shading. There's no wrong way of shading. What I usually do is pick either a darker or stronger color. Since I often use pastel colors, I often just use a stronger color. So I just put more pigmentations in my color. If you want an example, like that is, oops, I forgot I locked it. This is the base color, and if you would put it darker, it would look like that. So you see it's like more of a darker version. But if you put more pigmentations of the same color, in that case it's orange, it looks more like that. In both cases they're fine, but the stronger pigmentation make it look more lively and it makes it more, you know, colorful. It makes it more fun. But like I said, either way you do it, it's perfectly fine. It's your art and you do whatever you want to do, boo. We just add a little bit of color Terry in this. And also, it doesn't mean that you don't do like art on the basis that you don't go to art school, that you are a self-learned artist, that it doesn't mean that you're not an artist. An artist is someone who does art by definition. So, you do art, you're an artist. Yippee! If I could, I would put little like sprinkles, not sprinkles, but sparkles, confetti. That's the word. So here we go. We're gonna add the orange for the little hat. And the way you color it as well doesn't matter that much when you're digital. But please do remember that if you use like crayons with alcohol with them or markers, please remember to always do it in the same line because often you can see the lines, and if they're all in the same way, you cannot see it as much. But if you like scribble, that is, you can see it more. Obviously, if you want it to look like that, go for it. I encourage it actually. But if you want it to look like smoothly, go on the same side. Sorry, my old nemesis. What did I do? Also, a little trick to make it a little bit more 3D. In corners like this on the top, you can assume that the top of his head is a little bit like skinnier, or small, so you can make a little bit more shadowing in this corner. Why are you sorry, Ian? Also, can I have a drawing prompt? I have artist block. You can draw the same mushroom that I did. Draw a mushroom, a little mushroom person. It's actually an art class today. And I will do more of these because I think they're fun. I'm gonna put like, uh, oh, why did you eat uranium? What? For the mushroom, you can make basically any pattern. It can be based on real mushrooms that you like, but it can also be based on your imagination. Like right now, you see that I'm putting a couple of little white, well, not white, but yellow dots on his head. And this is a little sun because I can do that. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't see the drawing properly. And then we're gonna go off the body. If you want the body to be not a normal mushroom color, to make it like blue or even like green, purple, any color you like, I encourage it actually. I love seeing people think out of the box and doing things not the way that it was intended. Because I think that's the fun about art. Yes, you can have a base. Yes, you can have a description, the step by step. But if you don't want to do it step by step and add your little twist on it, I highly encourage it. The base is just a base, you know? It's just a like it's just the first step of doing what you want. It's just an introduction to your art, and then you can add whatever you want. Also, just want to say I'm not the best at shading, but usually what I do is that I shade under the head. I do a little curve over the nose and on the bottom of the feet. Like you can see a little bit on the screen. And for the lighting, you can pick a lighter color, but you can also do a mix, like a layer of orange and then put a light yellow, and then you have a little sunsetty. I will do that on another live stream, but today we're just gonna do a simple white because it is easier to do it that way. And I also like to add a line of white over the nose. I don't know why I do it like that, but as I said, art can be done in many, with a lot of many ways. The little bow will be red. Little red bow. And also, I know that a lot of artists are pressured to make their art with a lot of like details and like lore and colors that are, oh, that colors represent dead, so I used it for their helmet because you know, the helmet represent that. Like, although that makes your art more in depth, it doesn't mean that you have to do it for your art to be interesting. Sometimes you can just pick a color because you like the color. Like, I often use purple in my art because I like purple. And also, one thing that I haven't used in my art for years, I haven't used the color black, like a full on black. I only use gray for years. And the reason for that is that I like my own art to look soft, to have, like, I want people to, when they look at my art, that they feel this feeling of comfort, that they don't feel like attacked by colors. Although that colors that are vibrant, that pops, are very interesting, I want my own art to be like mellow, that it gives you a warm feeling of when you're on the couch with a hot chocolate and with your like significant other or anyone that you like to be with. But oftentimes, since my colors I decide to use are often pale, the black still looks like the gray still looks very dark, since everything else is like very pale. So I feel like if I would use very very dark black, like pure black, it would look like unsettling a little bit in my case. We got the little eyes. If you want to add eyelashes, by the way, little lashes, it doesn't mean that it's a boy or a girl. It can be neither, actually. Remember, everyone has eyelashes. Don't let the cartoon market make you think that only girls have lashes, because it is not true. Alright, so the last step for the character is the little cheeks. I like to put it like not much pressure. And also, if you need to draw over some lines because you messed up some lines and all that, that's totally fine. It's part of the process. Don't feel bad because your art didn't come out right the first time. Most people don't get it right the first time. It's part of life, actually. Now we got a little mushroom. Look at it. So cute. We're gonna do the little grass. Also, I do understand that I may be one of the only artists doing these kinds of like live stream where I encourage people to not draw it exactly like me and do whatever they want. Because I feel like that should be how like presentation and steps should be. Being like, oh, I do it like that, and I'm gonna show you how to do it like that. But if you want to twist it, I'm perfectly fine with it. And I feel like not enough artists show that part of art. Like I love people that play with art and do whatever they want with art, you know? Have fun with art. Because I feel like art should be fun. It shouldn't be a requirement or a task or something very specific. Add words, I don't know. There we go. And we're gonna make a daisy. Daisy is a pretty flower that is mainly white, but it can come in other colors. But the fact that it's white, is a little bit troubling. So I'm gonna use a little off-white. By the way, if you don't know what off-white is, that's perfectly fine. We learn every day. But if you don't know what it is, it's basically a white that is a little bit on the yellow orangey side. You know, like when you see someone put on dress and they say off white, it means like a little bit off the white, but very close to it. That's what off white means. And honestly, in art like these, it's very useful, especially if you don't want to do like a colored background, because it still looks white, but you can still see it. So there we go. We have our little mushroom. And of course, the most important part of all of this is the signature. Usually I put it in a corner. I will put it right here. And if watermarks online, since a lot of people steal them nowadays, sadly it's the truth. So I usually put it on a place where it doesn't disturb the art. Whoops, I didn't want to put another A on this. There we go. And I usually put it a little bit like that, so it doesn't distract from the art, but you can still see it in case someone steals it. So yeah, this is a little tutorial with some tips and tricks of a little mushroom. Obviously, if you want to try something else, if you want to try a real character, I can try to do those. Uh, and yeah, I'll see you all next time, because this is the end of the live stream. Uh, I just want to remind, if someone was here the whole time and wanted to show me their art, you can do it on my Discord server, or you can post it and tag me. I do not, but it doesn't bother me if you tag me in these type of videos. I actually love it when you draw art and you tag me in it. I love art. So yeah, this is the end of the live stream, and I do hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.